Yeah. Yogi and I are working on the potato beds. So we have some potatoes that we're going to plant. We have a few bags of these, some sweet potatoes that I started in the house. We ordered some slips, potato slips, sweet potato slips. That's what these are called. We ordered some, but I wanted to get some started ahead of time. And then we have some onions that we're gonna plant. So got some onions from the Amish, and then I got some that I ordered online from, I think Dixie Farms is where I got those from. Oh, sorry, what's your Paul? He's like, I'm waiting patiently. Come on, woman. So I wanted to share a really cool weed that's growing. It's too bad I have weeds growing though. But what I did last year with these beds, there's 5 of them going down the row. I have garlic that's growing in the last one, so I don't have to do anything with that one. But last year when I got done harvesting all the vegetables, we prepped the bed, added some amendment, added some biochar. If you're not familiar with biochar, it's pretty cool. I would check out information online about it, but it provides a lot of nutrients for your soil. So it's just like charcoal, but you dig a pit in your yard or however you want to do it. Put some good size wood, thick branches and wood stumps in there, burn it, spray it down with a hose to stop it before it turns to ash. And you can break all those pieces up and mix them in with your soil, and it'll provide nutrients that break down gradually. Now what I should have done, oh, and then I added some old dried grass clippings over the top. And what I should have done after that is covered it with like a weed barrier so that I could protect that soil and the nutrients in the soil, because it's been getting rained on and pounded by the weather. And now I have a bunch of weeds that are growing that are using the nutrients up also. I also should have come out here sooner to pull all these weeds, but I've been doing other stuff. So the cool thing is I got cleavers growing, and I wanted to share how awesome cleavers are. And it's pretty amazing because in the springtime, weeds that start coming up are oftentimes really good to detox the system because, you know, we've been trapped in the house during the winter a lot of times, not getting the amount of sun that our body might like, and being surrounded by technology and all those frequencies that get stuck in the system as well. And so particularly if you're not earthing daily with your feet on the ground to release that electricity that gets built up in the system, it's really good to be detoxing with herbs. And so not medical advice, but check this out. Look it up online or get some herbalist books and you'll see what I'm talking about. But these cleavers, you can see, they're really pretty. And you can see that the leaves grow directly out of the stem. So whenever you're foraging, make sure you know what you're looking for. But the cool thing about cleavers is that they stick to you. So they were actually, you can see how it's just sticking to my finger. They, what the herbalist books will say is that cleavers were inspiration for velcro. So I think that's pretty cool that we got that idea from nature. The cool thing that I think is the best thing about cleavers is that it's a diuretic, so it'll move the water out of your system. If you have like a urinary tract infection, it'll talk about how this can really help with that. Hear the peacock? Pretty cool. And also to move the lymphatic system. So if you have congestion in your body, they'll talk about how the cleavers can really help with that congestion. If you have swollen lymph nodes, cleavers can be really great for that. Like dandelions, they're not like pretty like dandelions. They don't have the pretty blooms on them, but they act similarly as dandelions do. And so what you can do with the cleavers is you can boil it, boil some water and steep the cleavers like you would a tea, and then, but leave it for like 4 to 6 hours, let it steep for a long time. And then you could put it in the fridge and just have it and drink some every once in a while. You could also put the cleavers in your smoothies, or you could just blend the cleavers by themselves and take it like a shot. Has kind of a cucumber taste. You can also just eat the cleavers raw, but because they're sticky and they don't have like a pleasant texture, not personally interested in doing that, but hey, you might like just to chew on it. I'm not going to be doing that. The seeds, they'll talk about how the seeds are good to use like a coffee bean. So very energizing. So there's lots of options with cleavers. It's good fresh, not so great dry. Something else that the herbalist books will talk about is how cleavers lose the nutrients, the benefits, the medicinal benefits when they're dried, unlike other herbs that are great dried. So cleavers are pretty cool. I just think it's awesome how in the springtime these plants will come up. That's exactly what your body needs in order to detox from the winter. And so it's great just to understand them, appreciate them, take advantage of them, add this to your repertoire, and see what you think. That's it. Thank you.